There are a few actors that I can't regret missing on the big screens. Dhanush will be one of them. As an admirer of Dhanush as an actor, I'm always up for his projects. No matter the availability of the theatres near me, I always show up there. From the announcement of D51 with Shekhar Kamula, especially with the promotional materials, it always built a curiosity in me to watch it. And after the awful screening in my area, I finally watched the movie. The trailer of it didn't reveal much about the plot, as most of the promotional materials do with the Tamil movies, but I think I can summarize it a bit without spoiling anything. To do the hawala of black money, a businessman, Neeraj, played by Jim Sarb, hires an ex-CBI officer, Deepak, played by Nagarjuna. And to do that work, Deepak arranges for a few beggars to make the fake accounts in their identity and accomplishes his mission, and among them Deva, played by Dhanush, joins in that group. How that mission escalates to another level in the process of the execution forms the basic narrative of Shekhar Kamula's directed D51 movie KUBERAA hits into the very limited screens. This is Point of View, and I'll be discussing the good, the bad and the verdict in this video, so you can make an informed decision about whether this movie deserves your theatre visit or not. First, let me share the aspects of the movie that I appreciated. Dhanush and Nagarjuna. They delivered such magnetic performances that you will likely overlook the screenplay's fault. Nagarjuna, portraying Deepak, effectively displayed a range of emotional nuances alongside Dhanush's character. He showcased his personal struggles and transformation in a compelling way, where on the other hand, Dhanush as Deva embarks on this for a long time. How beautiful a performer he is. This was actually the masterclass of him as an actor. Just look at the intensity he pulled off as a beggar. He shows remarkable courage in taking on such roles, especially as a superstar. Hats off to him. The types of scenes he participated in demonstrate a level of bravery that I don't believe many tier 1 actors would have the courage to accept it in their scripts. Nagarjuna and Dhanush were the heart and soul of this movie. The concept. In theory, it was quite original and intriguing for a film. The combination of a businessman, a CBI officer, hawala transactions, beggars, political elements created a unique narrative, and that was imaginative and outside the box. Maybe this was an execution flub, but the idea itself was really impressive. So with that, let's come to the disappointing portions of it, the screenplay. The screenplay was initially very good to watch and almost to the point of the narrative. But along with the duration, somewhere it's lost. The unnecessary stretch of a few scenes and the addition of the music at the pre-climax, I think, have lost the attention. The same problem was with Dhanush's previous movie, Ryan. That pre-climax song spoiled the temperament of the narrative and broke the flow of it. Same with this movie also. And for that, the duration of this movie hits in the end very badly. That it was roaming around the end but couldn't process it, and sadly, after the climax, my statement would be the same. They stretched it so much that out of desperation they ended the movie without even justifying the pre-climax events. That was so lukewarm that I barely felt anything in there. Rashmika's character. If they put any other actors in that place of her, there wouldn't be any harm to the story. Very abruptly they had introduced her character, and in the end that felt totally half-baked. She didn't even have anything to serve to the narrative. For what they added her, I'm still figuring out the reason, and with all that, they could have easily cut at least 15 to 20 minutes off from this movie. This kind of stories either demands a very gripping narrative or a very long format, like making a show out of it. There is nothing in between, and by trying to do that, they lost the soul of it. The music. In the first half, it was actually adding some meat to the narrative, but The repeated use of the same score was nothing but a monotone for me at least. That didn't churn out any special moments or uplift the narrative. My expectations were very high because of the promotional materials the makers put out, which I thought would be mythologically heavy, but it barely scratched the surface of it, and the poorly written screenplay ruined the essence of the innovativeness of the script. Is it the Hindi dubbing or what? But I don't know why the dialogues were so cold and calm, absolutely flat to hear those. Dhanush and Nagarjuna put in their 100%, but the overall outcome was not satisfying at all. The movie is grounded totally. They haven't even tried to pull any extra masala out of there, which was good to be honest, but they ruined the outcome, which it was might be theoretically great. What are your thoughts on this? If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle is PointoView9, where I put movie related edits. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the point of view.